Hello everybody, X-Ray here, coming at you all with another video. And today I have my third chapter review, and today's chapter is 1021, Demonio. And, well, it's kind of a strange title, I know, but once you get into it, it makes a lot more sense. Now, as always, I'm not going to be holding back on spoilers. This is not a spoiler-free review at all. I'm going to explain everything that happens in the chapter, or at least most stuff, thing I find interesting. And so yeah, I'm not holding back on spoilers. One little bit. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. Now, we left off last chapter with the fight between Robin and Black Maria starting out, and I was kind of afraid that Oda might be starting out in this chapter, and then we're not going to get back to it for another 10 or 20 chapters. But he's been doing things pretty consistently lately. I mean, normally he'll start these things and then it'll be months later till we actually get payoff for it. Last week we got the name of Yamato's Devil Fruit just a week after we saw what it looked like. And now we're getting Robin Black Maria and we actually see the fight. We are actually seeing the fight today. So last week we ended up with Robin making this giant version of herself that for some reason doesn't have any clothes. And you might be thinking, oh, well, that's just how her power works. No, in Fishman Island, we saw her make clones that have clothes. And even this one has a bow that keeps her hair in a ponytail. So, yeah, why she's chosen to go naked, I don't know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna complain. But anyway, so we're getting back to her with this giant version of herself and all the arms. And at first, she's like, and sorry, like I said, I don't script these, I just say what I want to say. She starts out with an attack that you think is probably gonna one-shot Black Maria, called Sea Serpent, where basically she's lashing out with all those giant arms right at her, saying that she wants to end this fight quickly. And the fight doesn't last long, but it doesn't end that quickly. So apparently, Black Maria is a much better fighter than we originally thought. I mean, yeah, she's definitely not on the level of say, what's that guy's name? Who's Who? Kind of ironic that I didn't remember that name. But yeah, she is a good fighter, and Brooke took out most of her weapon, but she still has a little bit left. She is twirling around, she is slashing Robin's arms, and not slashing them off, slashing them in half or anything. But she's getting cuts, and if you guys remember, Robin, she feels the pain when that stuff happens. Her actual body feels pain. And, well, Black Maria also says, you finally noticed my legs are poison tipped. And so, yeah, that she gets a little scratch. Robin gets a little scratch on one of her arms from the poison tipped legs, but other than that, not really much payoff from that. And Maria, she lashes out at Robin. She's got Robin stuck. And, well, not Robin herself, but the giant Robin. And, yeah, it's not really looking good. She states that she's a martial artist at heart, and she is actually doing some damage to that giant Robin, while at the same time hurting the regular Robin, who, well, I don't really want to say Robin's tiny because she's 6'2", but she's definitely tiny compared to the other Robin, and definitely tiny compared to Black Maria. Black Maria's beating her with these brass and knuckles. Yeah, it's not going so well. So then Robin just decides, okay, screw it, this isn't working. She gets rid of it. She starts, using other attacks with other arms. Maria, she spins a whole bunch of webs. And then she has a little surprise for Robin. And it's one thing that doesn't really make sense. Apparently her webs are flammable, which probably makes sense. I don't know anything about spider webs. They might be flammable. All I know is they're ridiculously hard to break. I've heard they're even trying to make Kevlar or soup out of spider stuff because it's just so tough. But no, that part's not the part that doesn't make sense. The part that doesn't make sense is it looks like the origin from the fire is that spider. The spider part of her. She ate a spider devil fruit. For some reason, unlike most Zoans, she actually has like a spider of itself. Like, well, if you guys are kept up with the chapters, you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. But apparently it can breathe fire or something. Or maybe that's something else. I don't know. It's all in black and white rather than, in color and stuff, so it's kind of hard to tell. But apparently the spider head breathes fire. Everything is on fire, and it just doesn't look good for Robin. Although Brooke kinda... Okay, sorry, the thing that I love about this chapter is Brooke's just kinda like, yeah, it may look bad for her, but I definitely wouldn't underestimate Robin. You should probably be scared. Obviously, that's not a word-for-word quote, and I do have the chapter open so that way I can kind of go over it, make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, eventually Black Maria, she looks like she's got Robin on the ropes, but then Robin has a little flashback. Apparently Koala was trying to teach her a fishman karate technique back when she was, training on the Revolutionary Army. And, well, Koala, being all adorable and stuff, is ridiculously excited to teach her this little palm thrust. And Sabo says that he could teach her some Ryo Shokin instead, which I'm guessing is that claw thing that he does. Can't really remember. Robin's eventually like, sure, I'll learn the palm thrust. And then, here's something that's pretty interesting. Like, one thing I love that One Piece does is it's so detail-oriented. It gives throwbacks from arcs hundreds of chapters ago. And whether you like the Fishman Island arc or not, one thing I liked about it was the path to getting there, although maybe that might have been technically Return to Sabaody. I don't really know. Don't care. But one thing they do when they're actually going down to Fishman Island is they're about to hit this one cliff, and then we get the first example of Robin's Gigantes Hermano. Wait, Gigantesco Mano. That's how you pronounce it. And she palm thrusts against the cliff, sending everybody away into safety. Apparently that was the technique that Koala showed her, and it's just like, that small little detail actually is being referenced as something important right now. And it goes to one of my favorite panels and a couple panels later, one of my favorite panels of the scene. Gigante Tiam. Wait. Oh, Mia Flew, Fishman Karate. And then she makes this giant arm, this palm thrust to the top of the ceiling. And that way, all the debris and stuff just smothers the fire and puts it out. And then we get to the awesome part. And this part, I don't usually do any editing, like put any photos or anything in my chapter reviews, because I just like doing them and getting them out. But I gotta put this one in, because we get to see her demon form. And for some reason it has horns. The wings, I can kind of see how Robin probably made those. But apparently it's a giant Robin with horns and wings and just these giant arms and limbs coming out. And there's one thing I want to reference, and it seems kind of important about the limbs. In the regular manga thing that's just in black and white, all the limbs are black and stuff, but I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought it was just, dark shading to kind of enhance the demonic form, which it does. It does that perfectly. And, well, there's thing is with the scan that I saw, it's one of those that comes with an actual colored panel at the bottom of it. Takes a few of the big panels from the scene and actually gives them color. And Robin's limbs are black. It's not like every last inch of them are black. Just the parts that are used to attack Maria are black. It starts out normal, but then gets Black Armament Haki. All this time, we were led to believe it was just Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy that were Haki users. Well, granted, Usopp unlocked Observation Haki and Dressrosa, but since then, those were the only Haki users. Well, also Jinbei. I sometimes forget he is technically a Straw Hat now. But yeah, Robin might have Armament Haki. Now, granted, I obviously can't say that's canon and stuff because I'm reading like a scan and stuff. It could have just been some guy kind of messing with it. Maybe he thought it was Armament Haki, so just colored it that way. Because in the actual panel itself, it just looks black all around. It doesn't look like, oh, regular skin now, and then it's just black for the sake of being black. Alright, it just looks normal. It just looks like, dark coating to represent demonic form. But yeah, Robin might be an Armament Haki user. I guess we'll have to get confirmation for that or something. I don't know. But if she is or not, it shouldn't be too long after this chapter comes out that we get confirmation. But anyway, then Robin uses these arms and then puts Blackbeard in a clutch, ending the fight. And I gotta admit, I'm kind of disappointed that this fight ended so soon. I mean, yeah, I wasn't expecting Black Maria to be like anywhere near the most powerful Tobiropo. I was definitely expecting Robin to win and like not go on forever, like some fights like Luffy versus Lucci or Zoro versus Kaku or something, but I was expecting it to at least last a couple more chapters. At least I was hoping. And the next part isn't really anything that big. You see Zoro fighting the underlings, and then he does this whole what's it called? Now, without further ado, Bres de Arms Orchestra. And I'm guessing he's freezing everybody or slashing them with some weird... I don't know, I honestly can't tell. Okay, so those fights, as far as we know, are over. Robin apparently, Velasquez, she overdid it a bit. Maybe that Armament Haki took a lot out of her. Maybe that's why she doesn't use it that much. Although, apparently they weren't alone in that fight. In this one panel, there's a bird with one of those weird eye things, apparently observing the entire fight. So, kind of makes you wonder, what's going to happen next? Are they going to send someone even more powerful after them? Or are they going to, not do anything? Only time will tell. And in the next panel, we see Luffy eating a whole bunch of food because, that's Luffy. He gets beat up. He says, "Mate!" Eats a lot, and then somehow he's all better because anime logic. But it's definitely good because we're probably going to see Luffy get back into the fight. And well, one thing I like is that it's kind of reminded about how, while I am not a fan of Caribou, I find his devil fruit, while disgusting, kind of interesting because it's like a bottomless pit. Kind of like Blackbeard's devil fruit, where he can suck in as much as he wants, only, it's not gravity based, so he doesn't crush everything on the inside. It's just pretty cool. It sounds like a pretty nifty devil fruit to have. And then we get the hype moment. Oda, One Piece, it's the master of hype. Apparently, Momonosuke wants to, do what Luffy said, turn into a dragon, get him up there. But he's actually asking, what's the lady's name? Shinobu or something? I think that's her name. Yeah, Shinobu. They're going back and forth, saying, "Please do it, I can't, blah, 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 blah." And then what I hear, not what I hear, what I see Momonosuke say just blows my mind. "I beg of you, Shinobu, use your right breath jutsu to make me an adult." And it's just like, wait, to do that, wouldn't that just kill him or something? And I'm like, alright. It actually makes things age, that's how it works. Because I tend to forget it, because, the vassals and stuff, or else she's technically not a vassal. Well, I guess she is, I don't know. They generally don't use their devil fruit powers that much. Like, a lot of people don't even realize Raizo's a devil fruit Raizo. Don't even realize Raizo's a devil fruit user. Well, I guess anyone who's watching the anime hasn't seen his Devil Fruit yet. So yeah, they never use them. One did at the beginning of, the raid, the island, and yeah. So, and the reason, I didn't even say the reason why. The reason why Momonosuke wants her to turn him into an adult is so that way he'll become an even bigger dragon, and it's awesome. One thing that I've always questioned is why did Vegapunk declare Momonosuke's Devil Fruit a failure? Well, here's one reason why it could have been declared a failure. Maybe he wanted it to be as powerful as Kaido's. So if Momonosuke is an adult, he's going to become a bigger dragon, he's going to become more powerful. But if he does that, he's, obviously he's still not going to be able to go toe-to-toe with Kaido. He's just not. He's going to be stronger. He might be able to land a hit where Kaido says, ow, that is probably giving him way too much credit. And I get it. I don't think his plan is to just go up against Kaido. I think it's because if he's just his regular form, it'll take him forever to get up to the island. And he can get Luffy back up there quicker if he's an adult dragon, more powerful, stronger, and faster. So, I get that. And, it's the hype moment. Seeing an adult Momonosuke who hopefully has a better style for hair than his father. If you guys are wondering, that thing that's always on Oda's head, that's his hair. I have actually looked into it. That's not a hat. That's his hair. And I love Oden and I love his design. The two things I've never liked are that hairstyle. At least the top part, the ponytails and stuff, that's fine. But I've never liked that hat look. And I've also never liked how short his robe, where he wears his robe, but luckily towards the end he no longer does that. And well, screw you anime people for always giving us those upskirt shots of Oden. Just no. No. I don't mean to sound homophobic or anything, I'm not, but doesn't mean I like seeing that stuff. So anyway, and I can't wait to find out if Robin's actually a confirmed user of Armament Hockey or not. I'm just excited. But yeah, so that is my chapter review for chapter 1021. Wow, this is a long story. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do not forget to hit that notification bell to be uploaded to. Sorry, this is why I script things and edit them. To be reminded every time I upload a video, which luckily has been more often. I'm getting better at that. But anyway, adios.